Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So in this video, we are going to go through Google Colab. This was the first time I got to know about Collab, and I think it's a very exciting tool, especially if you want to do some hands-on with AI, generative AI. Again, in one of the videos, we talked about that learning AI is good, theoretical knowledge is good, but until you start putting it into use, or maybe you start putting it into practice, you may get bored, the things can get monotonous, or you might not be able to fully comprehend the theoretical knowledge that you're going through. So with that said, we are going to look into Google Colab. So this is the first time I'm also looking into it, and as I said, it's an exciting tool. The way I see it is that right now, especially if you want to develop any application software, it could be a data engineering project. You need not have any software installed on your machine, such as Visual Studio or any development tool for that matter, because everything is now available on the cloud, and rather than taking the pain of installing the softwares, you can just use the applications that are available online uh, through cloud, and you can use that. So Google Colab is one such feature. So now let's look into it. So you can see here that if you want to open Google Colab, this is the website that you have to type in. I just typed in or tried to search Google Colab and then clicked one of the topmost links, and it directed me to this website. And since it's a Google product, you will need to have a Google account, which most of you should have. So it is taking my account. And now, if you are coming from a data engineering background, and especially if you have experience on Databricks, you will find it similar to what is there in the Databricks. These are notebooks, though we call it as Jupyter notebooks, and you can write in the code, test out the things. Whether you're a student, whether you're a researcher, you can do that. Our important or very cool thing about this is that this is free of cost. You don't have to pay anything for it, and that is where I think it stands out. If you are doing some uh, learning, you're testing something, you're developing a prototype, this would be very useful. Now it would be interesting to know how much compute can you use. So they are saying that the GPUs and the TPUs are available to you, uh, but I'm not sure uh, how much data you can handle with this free version, or if there are some advanced versions of it where you want to, or where you will have to pay something. What could be the buckets for that, or what could be the criteria for that. So let me do one thing. Let's do one thing. Let's type in uh, what is Collab in fact, and that is also important thing. I did not tell you about it, because the Gemini support is also inbuilt. So just like in Databricks, you might have seen, a Databricks assistant. Similarly, you will have a Gemini assistant here. You can just click on this and it will open a Gemini window, and you can clearly see it is asking questions that are, it is giving you the prompts that are related to data engineering. So how do I filter a pandas data frame? How can I create a plot in Colab? So these all are data engineering, things or transformations, which it is suggesting as you may want to ask these. An important thing, another cool feature is that you can open as many windows as you can. So if I click on, I think if I click on here, it is adding more windows. So you can ask questions, and the fact that you will not be able to uh, you know uh, lose that context or lose that window. You can keep that window open, and you can open multiple windows. So maybe let's look at the official definition of Colab. Colab is sorry, it's a tongue twister, collaboratory, allows you to write and execute Python in your browser with zero configuration required, access to GPUs free of charge, easy sharing. I heard somewhere, there are TPUs as well, so interesting to know what is TPU. So let me write a prompt here. What are GPUs and TPUs? So it should give you something. Our hardware accelerator that can significantly speed up training and execute machine learning. Graphical processing units, tensor processing unit by Google for machine learning workloads, running graphics in video games and other visual applications. Colab offers access to allowing users to accelerate their machine learning experiments. You can enable either a GPU or TPU as per your hardware accelerator or in runtime settings of your Colab notebook. So yeah, these are basically the compute environments that are given by Google so that you can do experimentation around various kinds of data. It could be, images, videos, or maybe machine learning workloads. So that's good to know. Maybe we can close this. So whether you're a student, data scientist, or AI accelerator, Colab can make your work easier. So which is something that we were talking about. It will make the life easier if you are a student, data scientist, or AI researcher. The thing that I find cool about this is that if you go to Azure, if you want to, so far what I've encountered is if you want to test any of the AI features, you would first of all have to have a subscription, which doesn't come, cheap or free rather. And then if you want to use Gen AI models, then you'll have to, burn some tokens, and those are costly. So it would be interesting to know if we are using or we are calling a Gemini API, whether that will be chargeable or not. And there are, various topics here which we can go through. Generate a Gemini API key. Let me just open it in the other browser. Gen AI Studio. Oh, cool. It's time to build. Use Gen AI Studio. Build the Gemini API. Build with the Gemini API. Use Google AI Studio. So it's like I would say it might be similar to Azure Foundry, where you can do a ton of things, create a prompt stream, real-time starter apps, tune a model, prompt library, API document. What is prompt library? Which is bigger? Test if AI knows which number is bigger. Recipe list, which is bigger? 9 or 9.11. Okay, if you want to do some number comparisons, maybe you can use it. Let me again go to prompt library. Video Q&A, ask questions about key details in a video. Use a Google account. Using this video, please answer the below questions. Who is the main subject? The main subject is Ashley. So how do we insert such as images, videos, or folders? So let me do a little test here. I have a bunch of videos. So let me upload a video, load a file, token count, Gemini model. Yeah, well, sorry, what I'm looking at here is whether this is chargeable or not, because what we did was we went from here to Gen AI Studio, which is altogether a different UI. So I'm just worried whether this will be chargeable, because I would have thought that if you want to build something based on Python code, maybe you can start, developing here. You can add up, you can click on this plus code button and a box appears where you can type in all the Python commands and you can do some experimentation on top of it. But since we are now in a separate UI altogether, which is Google AI Studio, I am a little skeptical on this. Maybe, maybe let me record something. Hey, my name is Lokesh, and this is just a demo recording. Uh, the sole purpose of this is to see whether the demo that we're trying to do is successful or not, and we're trying to learn various features of Google AI Studio, which is a similar product to what Azure has. I think in Azure it goes by the name of Azure AI Services or Azure AI Foundry. So let's see whether the demo is successful or not. Add to prompt. So now we have recorded something, and let me try to find a question. What Azure service is being talked about in the recorded video? So I'll not be able to run. What is the text? What am I missing here? Write text to run prompt control plus enter. Control plus enter. I have written the text. I'm just testing, is there a minimum limit for the prompt? Maybe I'm not able to perform this action, that's why it is disabled. Hey, my name is Lokesh and the video is recorded. Token count. Type something. So this video has 1059 tokens, but I have typed this and why it's not working, which is strange to me. Write text to run prompt. So maybe I need to figure this out. Why am I not able to send it? This is also interesting. I think this particular question that is, being asked here is based on this video, which we are not able to see because it's not getting loaded. There might be an issue with this, so we don't know what's going on. But it would be, interesting to explore this. As I said, this is something. So way I see it is that this is like if you want to have no code capabilities and build an app around it, whereas here if you want to have some custom what to say custom capabilities using the Python code, you can do that. Talk to Gemini with the speech to text API. What is this? Talk to Gemini with So this is again, yes, you see this? So it has given you a Jupyter notebook and you can see a bunch of code here. Install Google Cloud Speech Library. So you can see here show code. It will then set up a Google Cloud account, authenticate with Google account. This is how it is working. Quick start with Python Gemini API. Quick start with Python. What is this? Gemini API Python quick start. So this may be a tutorial in Python. Write a story about a magic. You can run this tutorial. You can run this tutorial in Google Colab. It doesn't require additional environment configuration. Additionally, install the SDK. So first you install the SDK, set up your API key, install the generative model, Gemini Pro, generate text. So for this one, you would be using Gemini Pro. So without confusing you guys, I think you can also try it out yourself, and you will see uh, how similar it is to the Azure components, or whether these are more intuitive as compared to Azure services, or whether you would stick to using Azure. So with that said, this is all for this video, and I hope you have gained something out of it. So most of my videos are like learning on the fly. I am not an expert by any means, so which means that I would be committing mistakes. I might not be, going to the right place. Maybe in some occasions might not be making sense when I talk, but this is how one should learn. Uh, Till then, we will meet again in the similar kind of video. We'll try to do more demos around it, and I hope you get a lot of knowledge from my content. So don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Take good care of yourself. Thank you.